Before we begin, to all my returning viewers, many thanks for the support. I'm always grateful for you. To any newcomers or lurkers, do me a favor, hit that like button, consider subscribing. I pride myself on not running memberships on this channel. I don't want other collectors to pay for my toys or subsidize my work. No exclusive content. I like my videos out there for everyone to see. And to get more eyes on it, the only thing I ask in return, I just need you to press a couple of buttons. Hugest of thanks, y'all. I put some good hours into this video, so I hope you enjoy. What's up, y'all? This is Just J Hernandez, and today we're going to be taking a look at La Muerta from LooseCollector and Executive Replicas. Here we go. Alright, y'all. So today, in the house, we're going to be taking a look at Coffin Comics' own La Muerta from LooseCollector and Executive Replicas. And ever since LooseCollector shared them first initial pics of this figure, this has most definitely been the most anticipated offering from this newest trio. I'll give y'all her bio. The short version, imagine the Crow and the Punisher tied into one character, only she's freaking Chicana, and she's a lot more easy on the eyes. Also, before we get into the thick of it, hugest of thanks to Dave Cardenas and the LooseCollector team for sending me this figure to take a look at. I've been a fan of these dudes from the very beginning, from their customs in the early aughts, the custom accessories they used to sell on eBay, all the way to their first release in conjunction with Executive Replicas, their Lady Death figure, released back in 2021. Love what these guys do, and man, they listen to their fans. They're always looking to improve, and you can totally see they've upped their game with La Muerta. Quick scale. Just so you get an idea, feed y'all a little something here early on. She skews a lot more 12th scale domestic. Perfect to go along with your Hasbro stuff, Marvel Legends, Classified, Valaverse, and whatnot. Alright dudes, time to lose the dio here. Less chit chat, more figure. Let's take it to the void. So, first up, Sculpt. Starting from top to toe, we've got a beautiful head sculpt. As far as the work on Maria's features here, very, very pleasing. And you also got to appreciate the volume and the flow of the hair as well. Now, working down the bod, very in line with LooseCollector's aesthetic, while staying true to the work coming out of Coffin Comics. These titles are intended, for lack of a better word, for a more mature audience, so the ladies have always been a bit more shapely, represents very well here. Love the little details in the elbow pads, the knee pads, the gear all around, gloves. It adds a terrific utilitarian rigidness, which serves as a great contrast to the smoothness of the suit. Working our way down to the boots here, oh yeah, these are most definitely straight out the books. They have that nice industrial feel while still retaining a bit of style here. You got the straps, the buckles, the stitching, you got the plated steel toes, a lot of sweet, sweet detailing. Now, paint. I won't lie, y'all. When I first saw this deco, I got really worried, and for real, this goes for any company. Any company. When I see something on a figure that requires something paint-wise that's a bit more intricate, I always expect the worst. Whether it's from Legends, Mafex, I know not everything can be clean 100% of the time. So when I got this in hand last week, I gotta admit, I was kind of blown away. This came out clean, y'all. Like really, really clean. Let's start with the head, y'all. We've got some super crispy lines here, no lazy eyes, no blowouts, a gorgeous sugar skull application. Working our way down, every single bone app is symmetrical, vibrant, and sharp, no fading, no smudging. As far as other colors, we got some nice shine coming from the silver accents in the pads, the boots, plus the wash in La Muerta's hair and the olive hint in her skin tone. I was also very afraid of the deco getting chewed up in the shoulders and upper thighs with articulation, but nope. Very happy to report absolutely none of that here. Super relieved about that. We're looking at some strong application, even in the practice of mobility. Accessories. Old school J. Hernandez vid coming in 5, 4, 3. Full frickin' race games, y'all. The most accessories I've ever seen on any LooseCollector figure. And when you're running toe-to-toe with the Rocketeer in accessories, that's saying something, because dude came with a lot. Anyway, I digress, yes. Love the quality of the firearms, the knife. My initial fear was that they'd be a little droopy, because more often than not, you find that these things are made of soft plastic in need of some blue chews with the amount of limping that the barrels do, but nah, man, these things, they are solid in all caps. Nice firmness, but not brittle. Perfect combination for your little plastic guns. The belt comes off as well. Weapon storage, I love that too. All you gotta do to take it off is pop the torso, comes off super simple, no heat needed at all. Articulation, plenty of good going on here. Pretty much your standard fare from LooseCollector with some very sweet improvements. First up, we've got the addition of double jointed elbows, all pinless. Also, you can see a bit more attention was paid to the torso to give it a bit more mobility. You gotta dig that. I'd place her toe to toe with the Legend Shriek body, maybe a little better, which is great. It took Legends over 10 years to give the ladies double jointed elbows, only took LooseCollector 2. Improvements take time. While yes, I like my figures with plenty of points of articulation, butterflies, waist crunches, swivels, I know how to keep my expectations real. I know that massive improvements don't happen overnight, they take time. And I know these things, which some collectors think are easy adjustments to make, really, they aren't that easy when all is said and done. I digress as I get off my soapbox. Yeah, she moves very, very well. You can still get some very nice posturing and form with her firearms, sweet combat stances, runs, walks, the works. As far as wish lists go, I would have loved a separate head system here like they did for Vampirella. Would have dug it a whole bunch if she came with just one more head that had a bit more expression. Now, while I do dig the stoic look of Maria's head sculpt here, a teeth clench or a yell would have been sweet as well. Also, getting back to the subject of extra points of articulation, I know there's a lot of people out there who have those particular points of articulation on their wish lists, you know, whether it be butterflies, waist swivels, things like that. The good news is, I for sure know that LooseCollector is working on them for Grendel. Cannot wait for that one, y'all. And with all this talk about mobility, let's go ahead and take a look at the range of motion and the points of articulation now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get an idea of how La Muerta scales. Now, scale has always been very important to me. Aside from articulation, the one thing I want to know is, how does something look and size up with the rest of my stuff? Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so here's how she scales with a whole bunch of other stuff from LooseCollector. And here's how she scales with some tried and true Marvel Legends. And here's how she scales with some Valiverse and G.I. Joe Classified. And for our second to the last round, we'll just do a quick catch-all here. So we've got Foosh Skeletons, we've got Savage Crucible, we've got Mafex, we've got NECA TMNT, we've got Jada Street Fighter, we also have D13 Demons. And last, but certainly not least, here's how she scales with Deadpool, Black Awesome Spider-Man. Alright, y'all, so that is basically all I've got for today. The short version of this video, I freaking dig this figure. Being Mexican-American myself, it's pretty dang sweet seeing something representing my culture on the shelf. Also, it doesn't hurt that it happens to be an incredibly striking piece as well. I haven't been able to put this thing down since I got it. And while I may not have a lot of criticisms for this figure, like most of y'all know, it doesn't take much to satisfy me. I like simplicity. I like clean lines and cuts. I like it when things aren't fussy and overcomplicated. And for me, LooseCollector, they make things that in turn make me happy, and I surround myself with them. As collectors, we all have preferences. We all have things we like, things we don't like, things we'll go to bat for, and things we'll leave on the peg. It's really not that complicated, y'all. I've been collecting long enough that I know when something's good, and this figure right here, good. All the way, good. Alright? Expect her in the top 10 this year. You can still get La Muerta at BBTS and Executive Replicas. Links in the description below. And with that said, we are gonna go ahead and sign off. Respect yourself. Respect those around you. We will go ahead and check you later. And as always, stay frosty.
And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
long time since you come and do a course and you would have to drop kick that boy then. Drop kick him, you don't care. You can't put a close in the camera, just lick him down. You know. You know.